Previously on Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Episode 4, The Truth.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Okay,
There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript
سالفة.
pages.
متأسف شباب على الإزعاج اللي مدري صوت كذا صوت غريب. هذا صوت الإكس بوكس حقي مدري فيه صار
The door was
مخرف
locked.
فيمكن اشتري له واحد جديد أوه وش في ذا؟
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Okay, follow Dr. Hartman.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip. Except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan.
أنا توني جاي من النوم قلت لازم أسجل بسرعة لأن بعد 4 ساعات راح أروح المطار لأن راح أسافر راح أجي للرياض ياي. بس يعني إذا نزلت الحلقة بكون already في الرياض يعني صار لي أسبوع تقريبا.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. unless we
اوكي
fight
وقسم
the
بالله
fantasy
العظيم
will
كلام
return.
كثير يا اخي
I
امشي.
know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural
checkpoint reached.
conspiracy you have concocted in
اقول
your
اسكت
mind?
بس.
You're a skeptic.
وش ذا read. Beyond the shadow you still fall, there is a miracle illuminated. And the memory for your friend and Apollo. Okay. بس كذا.
Never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't
No.
it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
خلي كذا يدفني.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
Follow me on Twitter.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising.
يا اخي انا اوريدي توني جاي من النوم وذا قاعد يتكلم وجاني النوم منه.
After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that?
حديته.
Because I'm
Open the door.
think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all, I'm
Hartman
the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the world
His
you
words echoed
constructed
madly
for yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
كل ذا قفل.
Come along.
قفل.
Let's go inside.
اوه شو ذا؟ وش
Now, here's
الصوت؟
the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophy.
شو كذا؟
Arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I got you. I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbows.
games.
Video games.
Trash, of course, but it does involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Da-na, da-na, da.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Read. Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lights. Whatever. Be patient. Okay, يلا. اوه صح هذا هو.
My rheumatism's
اوه ذولي.
There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm. I hope it wipes this place off the face of
هذول اللي شفناهم
And
في أول حلقات.
these two
واحدة من أول حلقات.
brothers, Odin and Thor, they had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are in advanced stages of
إيش؟
dementia. They're well cared
أخلص.
for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it,
شاي عندنا شيء هو لا تجي
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer. Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
شو بذا
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
زين
Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson.
الصوت هذاك الثاني ذكرني مو بهذا اللي الثاني ذكرني بهالك هوجن مدري ايش اي هذا
A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Okay, that was creepy. Return to your
My
room.
head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the
اوه
fantasy.
اعطاني ورقة.
Zane could feel the bone. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
قفل قفل مو من هنا اجي في نفس المكان اوه قهوتي
Gotcha. Doc's got me looking after Wake here, but
سمعت اسمي
Something's wrong.
return to your room
It's hard to think. There's a shadow.
wait
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
اوكي ابغى اشغل ما يشتغل اوكي اوكي this is my غرفة اوكي